Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Thank you very much. My name is Fiona Bengo, a student at CfA University program that has a partnership with Southern New Hampshire University in a program called College for America. I'm currently working on my associate degree in general business studies.
Tell me about your past work experience.
My first job after finishing high school was to teach grade 5 students at a primary school called Bora Primary School. In this work, my task was to assign assignments to the kids, and the day after was to review those assignments. And another task was to take roll call attendance using a software, a spreadsheet software, in which I was supposed to mark those who are present and the ones who are absent. From this, some of the skills that I got was to use technical technology tools, which enabled me to be built in technology. Some of the challenges were mostly handling those kids. As you have heard, they are grade 5 kids who sometimes can be hard to handle. So those were my challenge, but finally I got the chance to deal with them very well.
Describe a time when you worked effectively on a team.
It was in 2018 April when we were working on a course called Professional Competence. In that course, we were given a project on planning an event that will impact the Kepler community. So in that event, we were supposed to form a team that can brainstorm some ideas on which kind of event to make. So from that team, we came up with a cultural event. Some of the team members chose me to be the leader so that I can be coordinating on what they are doing. From that, when they gave me that opportunity, I took it without hesitation. So my task was to make sure that everyone collaborated so that we can meet our goals. From that, finally at the end, we were able to come up with a good cultural event project, which we finished on time before the deadline. So from that, we were able to finish the project through collaboration.
Tell me about a time when you had too many things to do and had to prioritize your tasks.
There was a time that I had a lot of things to do. So the first thing was to submit an assignment at the end of the day, and another thing was to attend a workshop, and another thing was to attend a friend's birthday party. So from this, I wanted to do all those tasks. So what I did was I took the Stephen Covey matrix that can help me in managing my time. So I prioritized those works, starting from the one which is important and urgent, going to the one which is less important and not very urgent. So I started with the assignment. I first of all worked on it very well. After finishing it, I submitted it first. So because the workshop was supposed to happen in the evening, after finishing that assignment, I went to the workshop, and which I finished it very well. And then on the next day, it was supposed to be the birthday party for my friend. So on that day, I got a time to go to that party, and it was really great. So through prioritizing, I was able to accomplish those tasks.
Tell me a time when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty, and how did you handle the situation?
There was a time that we were working on a benchmark assessment. So in that assessment, we were supposed to work as a group and to work as a team. And then on that team, each one of us was given tasks, and then we were given tasks and we were supposed to accomplish it within a period of time. So when everyone worked on it, and then when a time to meet so that we can share what we got, we went and meet. But on that day of meeting, we found that one of us had not done the task. That person, we found out that he was really sick, and he didn't work on the tasks. So we were asking ourselves who will do it for him on his behalf. So everyone was like, I'm kind of busy, I have a tight schedule. For me, I offered myself. From there, I offered myself to help him to finish the task. So from that, I didn't just consider the duty that they assigned me. So I decided to do it so that you can be able to accomplish the task of that team. So from there, we were able to finish the task on time, and then we came up with a very good and tangible work. Thank you.
Tell us about a time when you worked effectively under pressure.
There was a time that we were given a project which was scheduled to be finished within 1 week. So my course facilitator came and told me that this work is needed after 3 days. So from that, I was wondering how could I be able to do it within those 3 days. So from there, I asked my fellow colleague to come and help me so that I can be able to finish that task in the right time. So from that, me and my colleague, we decided that we will add some time on our schedule so that we can be able to work on that project. At that time, after working on it, we found that we were able to work on it within 2 days. From there, I was so happy because I was able to finish even before the deadline that the course facilitator gave me. Through that, I found that through collaboration, I was able to work out, and then through assigning tasks to the right person, I was able to accomplish that project.
Give us an example of a time when you showed initiative.
There was a time that I found myself like in a situation that I was volunteering to tutor at some place. That place is called Reaching Out with Compassion in Kibera. So that time I was working as a tutor there. I was used to tutor those kids who are the high school students. So we had some colleagues too. So on this particular day, I found some colleagues who were talking badly about the supervisor of that place. Those colleagues were like abusing him. They were saying some things which are bad about the colleague. But for me, I wasn't used like to stick my nose on things that does not matter to me. But this time, because I was the only one who saw what was happening, I had to take an initiative to go and report them, because this thing, I saw it was really continuing for a long time. So I took that initiative and went and reported them to those people, so to the supervisor. And from that, I found that looking back, I found that it was too hard for me to take that decision of reporting them. But finally, at the end, I saw that it was the right thing to do, in which they now were able to change, and they didn't continue talking about bad things about the supervisor.
Is there anything else you would like us to know about you?
Another thing that I would like you to know about me is that some of my hobbies are, I love playing basketball, and I love watching movies. That is the thing that I would like you to know about me. Thank you.